Let's have a closer look at the Alpha Tauri TA02 that was presented today. Because of the coronavirus, it was decided in early 2020 to postpone the new car generation to 22 and to basically run the 2020 cars in 2021. But to not overstress the tires with the faster and faster cars, regulators decided to chop a piece off the floor. And this is where we see a nice idea of this small team. This vertical vein is creating a vortex along the side to help to seal the floor. If you want vortices close to the floor edge, it makes sense to create them there. So the bargeboard area doesn't have to create them and you don't have to guide them all the way to the back while the vortices get weaker. So that's a pretty nice idea, and we will see lots of new designs in this area in this year. The FIA gave every team 2 tokens to change non-aero parts of the car, and as the junior team of Red Bull, Alpha Tauri could have changed to a Red Bull gearbox for this year's car without using a token. But since they were happy with the stability of last year's rear end, they did not touch it and used their tokens on optimizing the front. The center nose element is now slimmer, and they have a new front wing. Almost every team will now start working on next year's car, and for a small team like Alpha Tauri, it's important to use their resources efficiently. A nice little detail is that the inner front flap element is now detached from the center FIA element. This helps to optimize the Y250 generation and gives the wing a bit less stability, or we could say flexibility, so structurally the wing will be a bit enforced in this area. Another detail is that they changed to a double pillar layout for the rear wing. Aerodynamically, it doesn't change much, but in terms of legality, the concave R100 rule needs to be respected, something you don't have to deal with when your single pillar ends in the DRS pod. This rule was created when teams had crazy air intakes in the rear wing main plane to generate more downforce. The rule makes sure that there is no concave radius of less than 100 millimeters in one of the two wing profiles. Advantages of the double pillars are it can be lighter than a single pillar layout because it gives you a little bit more lateral stability, so you can get away with less metal in the pillar. Another advantage is because of this higher lateral stability, you don't need additional reinforcements at your wind tunnel model, which could disturb the flow. So the double pillar can give you better correlation between wind tunnel and track. A big thank you to Alpha Tauri for creating this amazing 3D model. And how do you like their new car? Let me know in the comments below.